Now that we're done softening up the line with the one guard, we can move on. What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're going to be doing a major transformation, so stay tuned. We're starting off by debulking the top with the 4 guard all the way closed. Look at that new style, man. This is the style we're gonna keep, man. It's gonna look good. It's always best to make sure you go as slow as possible when debulking the top. If you go too fast, too much hair is going to feed into the teeth and it's going to jam the clipper. Okay guys, we were kidding. Now that we're done debulking the top, we can move on to our Auster octanes and use our 5/0 blade to bald out. You want to make sure not to press too hard here with the clippers, because then you can make a harsher guideline that's going to be harder to take out. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, be sure to check out my live streams. I usually live stream every day. Now that we're done budding them out, before we go into the fade, we're going to debulk the beard with the 2 guard. Now that we're done debulking the beard, we can move on to the fade, and we're going to use our no guard all the way open to create our second guideline. We're then going to use our lever midway and all the way closed to help us erase that initial guideline we created with our Auster octanes. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline we created with our Auster octanes, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our 3rd guideline. We're also going to use the lever midway and all the way closed to help soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. Now that we're done softening up the line with the one guard and its lever, we can move on to the half guard and erase it completely. This guard is going to help us connect the no guard all the way open to the one guard all the way open. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we can move on to our two guard all the way open and create our fourth guideline. We're then going to flick out as much as possible to blend into the top silhouette. Remember, we're also going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help soften up this line and get ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that we're done softening up the line, we can move on to the 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. This guard is going to help us connect the one guard all the way open to the two guard all the way open. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using your 1.5 guard, so switching over to your one guard all the way open and using its corners will definitely help. Moving on to our 3 guard all the way open, we're going to flick out as much as possible and go over the silhouette, making sure everything's nice and neat and blending into the top. Moving on to the sideburns, we're going to start off with our no guard all the way open, and we're going to use our opposite hands to stretch the skin and give us more room to blend. Now that we're done blending out the sideburns, we can move on to our GTX and line up the back of the beard. You want to make sure not to press too hard here because the skin is a little bit delicate and you could bite them with the teeth of the trimmers. Now that we're done lining up the beard, we're going to move on to the back, and we're going to start off with our no guard all the way open and use the lever to soften up the line. Now that we're done with our half guard and our one guard, we can move on to the two guard all the way open and create our fourth guideline. This is going to help us blend into the top silhouette and also blend into the one guard all the way open. As you guys can see, now that we're done with our 2 guard, we can move on to the 1.5 guard, and we're going to use the lever to erase the line completely and help us blend into the 1 guard all the way open. Now that we're done trying to remove the line as much as possible with our 1.5 guard, we will switch over to our 1 guard all the way open and erase it completely. back to our foreguard all the way closed, and we're gonna go ahead and we run up the top and also the silhouette area to make sure everything's nice and even. Moving on to the front line, we're going to spray a little bit of hairspray so that the hair doesn't move. And we're also going to use our GTX blade to start off at the middle and work our way to the sides. It's always best to go as slow as possible when lining up the hair. You always want to make sure the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmers, because if not, then the hair's going to shift and then you won't line them up properly. Another good tip to know is that if they're sweating, just make sure you use a little bit of talc powder to make everything nice and dry. It's also going to give the hairline a crispier edge up. You also want to keep the corners as natural as possible. You don't want to make anything look a little too awkward, especially if you dig too deep into the corners.